everyone, and welcome back to the kitchen at Beaglington. Yes, it's time to do some more festive baking. Now, I hope you're all having a lovely festive month here in December as we get closer to the big day. And sausage rolls might not necessarily have been to your liking. So I've chosen to do something a bit more traditional. For today, we're going to be making mince pies. Well, sort of slightly cheating. But anyways, yeah.
So I was down at the station, wondering what I could do. Then an idea came to me as I stood on platform 2. I'll take a train beyond Beaglington and try something new.
Yes, in this episode we're going to be looking at making some mince pies, and what I'm actually going to try and do is sort of improve on easy mince pies. So I'm not going to be making the mincemeat myself. I've got a big massive jar of it here, but I'm going to be improving it somewhat, hopefully. I've got a little bit of a recipe. I need 1 large jar of mincemeat. I've got, as if you want to do it, a cooking apple. I've got a 4-pack because I couldn't get one on its own. The zest of a lemon. Some icing sugar, over here, 375 grams of plain flour, some unsalted butter. There might be a little bit less than I need, but hopefully it'll be alright. Caster sugar, large egg, and this, which we'll add later. So, we've got our ingredients, and somewhere in here I have a recipe. Just bear with me one move. It's kind of hastily scribbled down. So I'll move the camera and we'll get started. So we're going to make some space here, and I've got my bowl, my mixing bowl, and it says the flour and the butter go in there, and it says into crumb cans. Yeah, I can't read my own handwriting, so this is into a crumb cans, apparently. I think it probably means crumbly consistency, but I don't know. And you have to remember to wash your hands as well. I already have several times. Put my sleeve as well. So with the stuff there into whatever, it's not really crumbly, but it'll do. We have to add in 125 grams of caster sugar and an egg. So, most of the things I've got too. Yeah. And now we can mix together the ingredients. There we go. A little bit of it. Yeah. Right, so just going to dust a little bit of flour into that. A little bit more. And then I'm going to move that out my bit. So just careful not to overmix. I don't think it looks overmixed. So we turn that into our dough. Looks alright to me. And we can roll it up. Interesting that you've got a recipe that says don't overmix. If you've never done it before and you haven't got anyone with you to tell you, how do you know if you've overmixed it or not? Right. So now we can take our dough and chill it. That goes in the fridge. Right, so while the dough is chilling in the fridge, we need to get our apple be enough. That'll probably do. Then we get our grater. And 2, 3, 4. Here we are, we have a nice bowl of apple mush. And then we also have a lemon, which we're going to zest. So now we're going to add in our mince meat, and it says that you need a 600 gram amount, and I'm messing up the like that, but this is an 800 jar, so I don't need all of it. There you go. Tell you can put a spoon underneath the lid to release the seal. There you are, there's your mix. Yes, a spoon. And probably only need to use about half a jar, because the recipe I think is for 16, we're making 12. They don't need to be really, really full. So that's our jar there. Now we've got our lemon and our apple. And scoop that in there to make it nice and fruity. And then over here, I've got some whiskey, which I've been told is not too bad. I don't think I need too much anyways, because there's not many of them. There we are, right. That'll do. And now we can start assembling them. So now we've got our pastry here, and it says to roll it out to 3mm thick. So it says that it wants a wider circle than that, but I don't have one, so I just don't think I do. So we can use the small one for the top and this one for the casing. So I can put this stuff all together to make our lids move. Right, starting to see now why people only do this a couple of times a year. Now it says brush with egg. And now we can make our tops. Right, so we've got our stuff rolled out again. I'm going to try and get these lids onto the pies. Then we got egg wash, slap it on, Now we just need to dust a little icing sugar on top. I misread it. It's caster sugar that goes on the top there. It doesn't really matter. I suppose I put a little hole. Let the steam out. They'll probably just explode, I don't know. Right, now I can get them in the oven. And they go in for 15 to 20 minutes or until they look cooked. Right, so I think they're done now. I have no idea, but I'm going to take them out of the oven anyways. So, just take them out there. And there they are. They're a bit overdone, probably because I accidentally put the icing sugar on them instead of caster sugar. But now we just have to leave them cool down and then attempt to extract them from the tray, which might be easier said than done. Right, so I'm going to try and get these out now. I don't know how I'm going to do it because they appear to be like cemented in. Yeah, see the recipe didn't call for. Well, that's really nice. The recipe didn't say lime afraid with anything. So I thought it'd probably be alright. So now we've got to try and figure out how to get them out. Right, so the pies have had a chance to cool down, and they appear to be cemented into the tray. So basically, I wrote down all the instructions from a website how to make these, and at no point did it say grease the tin or use greaseproof paper, and the baker and me should have known to do that, but I just, you know, when you're given instructions, you tend to follow them, and that is what I have done. But you never know, because you might just be able to rescue them, or have to eat them out of the tin like a tray bake. So we'll get this one out. Well, we've lost the top, but the top's come up. It's a pie! It's a pie! Right, go in a plate. Nice red rose cheeks on this below. We have a pie! Right, that fills me with a bit more hope. The trick is getting them to come out. I'm going to lose the top on that one again. I should have baked the top separately. But look, that one's pretty much intact. Great. So just gonna have to saw where the tops are stuck to the top of the tin onto each other. And try to get them to lift out without damaging the lid too much. Oh, damn. I think that's because the lid on that one was just so big. There's a hair there, don't want that one there. I don't know where that came from. It's fallen off my head. No, I think he's a goner. It's a bit of a smash. That one. I'm going to serve him on a tray of his own head. Yes, that one lifted out as a whole. This is turning out to be a bit of a Christmas miracle. And so there we have it. I actually managed to get out 6 of the 9 mince pies, even after that total disaster. Some of them are a bit fallen apart, yeah. But Father Christmas will have something, it looks like, to have on Christmas Eve. So I suppose the proof is in the pudding, or rather in the pie. So I'll take one of these actual ones that's not completely fallen apart. Yeah. Get that piece of kitchen paper because this could be quite messy. And I'll see now. That is actually really nice. You've got the appley kind of taste coming through. You've got the sort of zing from the lemon zest. The pastry is actually perfect. I can't believe how good the pastry is. Unless you just pick bits off of other ones, I think. It's like a real pie. Well, I suppose we better end it there before I waste all your time eating these pies. So yes, we've made some festive mince pies. It's almost Christmas. Everything seems to be going quite well after things not going quite well. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go and make your own mince pies. Maybe line your trays before putting them in the oven. But other than that, yeah, thank you very much for watching. You've been a wonderful audience. I hope I've been a wonderful baker. And I'll see you for another video very soon. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you again soon here, probably in the kitchen. Well, maybe not in the kitchen, but at Beaglington. Near a smoke plus somewhere. Like a ghost of Christmas past. Or maybe a ghost of Christmas present. Anyways, don't forget you can like, comment, share and subscribe. And there's also the subscribe bubble and the playlist thing. Ta-ra! Merry Christmas. Now, a pie.